They give me my theme music.
Another Zagnet production, Jones. Mr. Fingaz. Collin from the DMV. Go Dogs. Yeah. Let's go. Hello, gang. How is everybody doing? It is Monday, August 25th, 2025, and we are a mere count 'em, 5 days away from the beginning of the University of Georgia, or as we like to call them Georgia Dogs, 2025 season, the inaugural game against the Marshall Thundering Herd. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. I am your guy, Mr. Fingaz, coming to you from Zagnet Central, live from the 405, where to win. Sure. That's the Blue Angels. That's that Blue Angel formation right there. They came in and they flew back out. Comes whipping down the plane. And this guy right here, he is the brother from another, the sexy mother Hubbard, the ace of base, in the place, in your face. My man Collin P from the DMV. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Ready for this football season to get kicked off and started. Had a good weekend, man. The folks were in town and had to be man with me. We kind of hung out, did the family thing, which was always good. They took off this morning. How was your weekend, man?
Let's see. I went out and did that thing. What's that thing where they give you the microphone and let you sing the other people's songs? I did that on Friday. And had a little fun doing that. Saturday I rested. Yesterday I spent the whole day getting ready for the week because I know that all the podcasts are getting ready to almost be back. We got this one, I got the movie one, I got the meeting with the ladies show. By the way, if you're looking for an excellent football show, and that's not taking anything away from any of the other programs that we have in the roster, you want to check out the ladies football takeover. That one will be coming back really soon. A great cast of ladies, very enthusiastic, very energetic, definitely worth checking out. But I got all that going on, and this coming Friday, it is the kickoff to Putnam. Shouts out to. I want to wait a minute. Hold on, I got to do this right. I want to give a shout out to the Putnam City West Patriots. I am the PA announcer for their home games. It is not only the season opener, it is the home opener. All the parents are going to be there. The step team is going to be there. The band, it's going to be an absolute blast. They actually made your boy official. He's going to be in the program this year. So y'all come check your boy out. Shouts out to the PC West Patriots this year. Blue, gold, and white. Patriots, let's fight. I got you. I don't know why I did that. That was a big thing. That was a
well. Hey, shout out to you, man.
What is this? Is this like an 80s music video? Blue, gold, and white. Patriots, let's fight. So I'll be there. I'll be there at Patriot Stadium in the press box, being myself. So looking forward to that. Yeah, I got a lot going on this week. So I definitely had to make sure everything was laid out. So that's where we are. And got home from work and I ate dinner, and here we is.
Here we is.
So
well, that's cool, man. That's great. Like I said, shout out to you, man. Hey, you're doing your thing. That's very, very cool. They're gonna include you in the program and stuff.
Sure, she thought. Yeah, the coordinator reached out to me. Very, very sweet lady. The kids call her Miss B, and she says, "Do you have a Putnam City West polo shirt?" And I said, "Nah. Do I need one? Why? What's going on?" She said, "Oh, we're gonna take your official picture. We're gonna put you in the program this year." I was like, "Oh, word. Okay, yeah. Put your feet on both the line. put both your feet on the line, get the square up your shoulders, and just look in the camera. And I thought I was gonna come out, bro. I'm not even lying to you. I thought I was gonna come out looking cool and suave. Yeah, I just looked old, but it's okay. But it's okay.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens. Trust me.
Yeah, most definitely. So I'm looking forward to it. It was a lot of fun last year. Hopefully the guys will win a few more games this year. They got bumped up. They got bumped up a class right before the season started, so it kind of caught them off guard. But they got a lot of returning players, so we're looking to hopefully see a nice little turnaround with a new head coach. Anyhow, again, shouts out to my PC West Patriots. I'll see you guys on Friday. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here, my friend, to talk about all things UGA football now. As we know, we're taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd this coming Saturday. And there was a lot of scuttlebutt and a whole lot of talking heads and all the podcasters like the SEC's running from competition because they won't play 9 games. Well, guess what? We get ready to play 9 games. But I agree. One thing that I agree with that a lot of people were saying is that we need to stop playing the quote unquote cupcake games at the beginning of the season. Which I'm all for. I'm all for, trying to help out a program, give them a check, let them either come to Athens or we go to them, and we kind of shove each other around for 4 quarters. But man, I'm telling you, there's nothing like. Remember the Clemson game, the season that started the 2-year run.
Yeah.
Remember that game? That game, it was 10-3. The defense just Clemson threw everything but the kitchen sink and the Lamborghini because we were in the NIL era at that point. Everything but the kitchen sink and the kitchen sink and the Lamborghini Addison. The defense would not crack. They couldn't get anything more than 3 points on the board, and then we scored that touchdown.
We had a late touchdown to win the game, right? I think it was late in the fourth quarter when we finally scored.
I live for games like that, and so I had to.
Well, I mean, the thing was the cupcakes or what have you. I mean, like what? I mean, what would be your opinion? Like, should they be at the beginning of the season? Or I mean, I know we don't need to get rid of them all together, but I mean, we probably essentially will.
I honestly think we need to. I hate to say that because the monies that these schools get by playing these big name programs every other year, every third year, kind of funds that money funds those programs for 2 or 3 years because they don't have the resources, they don't have the sponsors, they don't have the big money boosters that the University of Georgia and the Clemsons and the Alabamas have. So a big chunk of that money goes to a Georgia State. A big chunk of that money goes to it. Now Marshall's no slouch, mind you, but they're playing the Sun Belt, so they don't have big. They don't have the big money donors.
It kind of makes you wonder how much that money, how much money that is. I mean, it compares to the butt whooping they get, that they immediately and ultimately will receive. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to play those types of caliber of teams, but I mean, what's that do for morale? I mean, it's cool to go and get that exposure for those stadiums, those types of crowds, I guess. But getting in there and just knowing you're going to get not knowing. I mean, more than likely, let's put it that way, because there have been some people that jumped up and bit some people in the behind. But I mean,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that, man. I do feel you on that. But again, Marshall is no slouch. They wound up winning
No, I wasn't talking about them necessarily. I'm just talking about
like some of the other schools, right? But Marshall finished the season 7-1, 10-3 overall. Excuse me, 10-3 overall, 7-1 in the conference, and they went on a 7-game win streak to close out the season. So they are definitely no slouches, and I mean, basically those guys know how to play football down there.
Well, they got a movie made about it, So I mean,
but one of the biggest things that they're facing, the biggest challenge they're facing this year, is that they lost their top 3 offensive producers. You and I were just talking about this before we came on. Quarterback Braylon Braxton, who threw for 1,624 yards total, 19 touchdowns, and he has transferred to Southern Miss. Their leading rusher, AJ Turner, who ran for 864 yards and 6 touchdowns, he has transferred to Minnesota. And then their leading receiver, Christian Fitzpatrick, is right up the road in Stillwater playing at OSU. He transferred out. He had 576 receiving yards total. Not a whole lot, but 6 touchdowns, and that was the bulk of their offensive production there, man. And it's not even close after that because the next guy up, the next guy up on the rushing chart was the quarterback with 6'10". The next closest guy after that had 592. That's almost that's a 200, almost 300-yard drop off, plus 4 touchdowns. So I don't know what it's going to be looking like for them this year. I mean, they got a new quarterback, a new starting running back. They got a new quarterback, a new starting running back, and phew, man, I don't know how they're going to be able to withstand. Now, flip side of that coin, we got a brand new quarterback. We got a semi new running back, and our wide receiver core might as well be brand new because they definitely acted brand new last year because they didn't know how to catch the ball.
No, we've had some pieces put in place to kind of hopefully remedy that receiving room there. But
hopefully, you hear what he said there. Hopefully.
I do hear good things out of the camp about Branch, about Zach. I heard that he and Gunner are pretty well gelling together. So hopefully that all keeps being to fruition. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will definitely see. I think Georgia's going to be all right. I stand by 10-2. I stand by 10-2 hardcore. I think that, of course, we could do better. We could feasibly go 12-0, but I'm still standing by that 10-2. I'm still standing by that 10-2 all the way around. And that's about it. I mean, there's not much else to say. There's not much else to say about the game or anything like that, other than the fact that it's a home game and the crowd is going to be fired up and it's going to be lots of barking. And I think this will be the first year there won't be somebody there. Did anybody from Big Dog's family take over the mantle, or is that a done deal now? Because remember, his son died too.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought
the son that took over passed away, I think, last year before.
Are you kidding me? Really? I didn't know that. I thought a Big Dog. I didn't know his son died.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I can verify that end of the show. I can verify that end of the show, but still, it's my understanding that little Big Dog is no longer with us either. So,
wow,
that's where that stands. But there's not a whole lot much more to say about that. I'm looking at Georgia to win by at least 2 scores, and they'll probably pull the starters. If it gets really way out of hand, they'll pull the starters about halfway through the third quarter and see what they got at second string quarterback, and maybe Cash will get a few more touches and things like that. So I'm not even going to put a score on it. I'm going to say Dogs probably 28, maybe 35, 20, maybe 28 or 35 to Marshall's 14-17, something like that.
Yeah, you think they're going to score? I was going to ask if they think they're going to score a couple of touchdowns, or
that's the thing. It depends on how the new quarterback gels with the team. And the new quarterback's name is Carlos Del Rio Wilson. He is a junior from Atlanta, Georgia. And his stats last year, he passed for 282 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They're going to have to rely pretty heavily on their running game with a stat line like that. Now, in fairness, Braylon did play all 12 games. So there's that. So we'll see what they pull. We'll see what they pull out of we'll see what they pull out of the old shoebox. Maybe they can hit them with the old Bugs Bunny trick where they walk through the gate backwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got them at like I said, when I was telling you before, they got us by 39.5. That's what the line is, and the over under is 55.5. So I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking over and over. I'm thinking like Georgia plus the over. So I mean, it's especially being in Athens. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty high. If they hold us to a lower score, I'd be surprised. But
Yeah, it's a 2:30 kickoff or 2:30 Central kickoff. I'm sorry, because I get the Central times because I'm where I am. There are tickets right now for as low as $48. That's crazy for a home game. That's crazy.
yeah, but look at it in contrast. Look what did you see what the Alabama Georgia game is looking for? I mean, they're like they're in
Eight,
the
nine
thousands.
hundred, 800 or 900, 1,000, and that's to sit up in the nosebleeds.
That's up by the lights. Yeah.
I can't do up by the lights. That messes with my. Whew. Man, that
Just think
messes
it
with
up.
me. I'll mess around to get vertigo being up there.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, a bunch of ants
Yeah.
went around. Oh, that's
Still
good
looking
too.
at potentially trying to get some tickets to go to see Michigan play to see Michigan when they come to Norman. I just don't know if I'm ready for the game day experience in Norman. Maybe I might get a hold of my homeboy who's got the season tickets. Maybe we'll ride down
Oh, there
together
you
because he grew up here, so he knows all the places to park and all that stuff.
go.
Anyhow,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's always nice to have somebody that knows the ropes.
yeah.
Knows where to go.
So that's what I've got. Unless you got anything different, I got Georgia winning by 2 scores. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say what the score is going to be, but I got Georgia winning by a minimum of 2 scores. Just off the face of the 3 most productive members of the offense have all transferred away.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm anxious to see. Like I said, I'm anxious to see the boys back on the field, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch them play.
Oh man,
Whoever they play, you know.
100%. Now to touch back on this thing with the cupcakes, because this is what I wanted to give you. I had to look this up. How many top 10? And I just went back 15 years. How many top 10 teams, just off the top of your head, do you think we played in those 15 years?
Top 10 teams in 15 years.
Yeah, in the
I
last
mean,
15 years. Going back to 2010, how many do you think we played?
a lot of it's been the SECs. I would say, top 10 teams. I don't know, 15.
Okay, and then how many teams would you say top 20? Not not in the top 10, but still within the top 20. So like 11 through 20, how many teams do you think fall in that category?
20. I'd say 20. I don't know, 20 something.
Now, mind you, we only played 15 games, so you putting a lot of numbers out there. But
Well, no, I'm saying like over 10 years. Top 10.
15, yeah. So in 15 years from 2010, from 2010 through up to the 2024 season kickoff, we've only played 3 top 10 teams.
Oh, I
And
was a
then
little
we
bit off.
and then we played 4 more that were in the top 20 but not within the top 10. Those top 10 teams would be Boise State, who was ranked number 7
Yeah.
in 2011, Clemson, who was ranked number 8 in 2013, and then Clemson again in 20. Well, actually 2. Clemson again in 2021 when they were ranked number 3. Hold on a second. Yeah. Now, outside of the top 10, the other 4 teams were, well, actually, the other 3 teams, because again, Clemson, we had Clemson last year, who was 14, Oregon in 2022, who was ranked 11, UNC, who was ranked 20th in 2016, and Clemson again. So only 2 of the teams. So we literally played Clemson 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 times we played Clemson, they were ranked either top 10, top 20. Then we got Boise at 7, Boise at 7, Oregon at 11, UNC at 20. And that's it.
Huh. Oh, that's right.
So in
Okay.
2010, beat the Raging Cajuns by 48. We beat Boise by the next year we beat Boise 35-21. Georgia beat Buffalo 45-23. We lost to Clemson. 2013, I think it was. I may have written that down backwards because I believe we lost that game 35-32. The next year we beat them 45-21. Of course, we beat ULM by a lot. We beat UNC by 9. We beat App State by 21. We beat Austin Peay by I forgot to write the whole score, or Austin Peay by a lot. I wrote down Austin Peay 0, UGA 0, and I know that's not what the score was. We beat them by I think it was 30 or something, 40 or something like that. Then, of course, Georgia beat Vandy 30-6. Georgia beat Archie 37-10. And then about the last four because that's basically when everybody started paying attention. So total win-loss record over 15 games. One loss out of 15. And we only played 4 teams in the top 10 or top 20.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Because Clemson was because we played Clemson multiple times.
Right.
So my thing is, do you think that I'm gonna ask this question, I'm gonna dump it to you. Do you think that at this point we've been playing ball so long, we should know how to play ball when it's time to kick the ball off at the start of the season? You should be able and be ready to play football and not necessarily need a warm-up game. Well, I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. That's kind of what I was saying about, before we jumped off on this. But I say, we have cupcakes at the beginning of the season and the end of the season. And what was it? There was a big conversation. What was it? Alabama had their cupcakes at the end. Like there was a big conversation about the benefit of having your you were just talking about having your kind of a warm-up game during the beginning of the season as opposed to having your kind of a dialed down couple of games at the end of the season. You know what I mean? I mean, and the meet in the middle type of thing. Your meet of the schedule being in the middle of the season. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, like that Clemson game, like, and even the Oregon game, for example. We started off the season with Oregon, and that right there was supposed to have been, I mean, I didn't really see what what happened. You know, what I mean, didn't see what happened. Happened with that game, but we took them so handily. But that was a good game. I mean, that was supposed to be a good opener. That was a game teller, like how we were going to be for the season. But I'm with you totally. I mean, like I think we should be ready to kick light the fire, kick the tire, kick tires, light the fires, first game. And but as like I was saying, I don't know what's more beneficial, having the cupcakes at the beginning or the end. I mean, we got them at both. so I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. But
I am of the opinion that honestly, like, and when you look at the pros, there are some teams that are just bad, period. I mean, I don't want to call any teams out, Browns, Texans.
Hey, I've got
you know what I mean?
Let me inject something real quick. So I got kind of a thought just now. So, like, do you think, like, possibly some of these cupcakes are recruiting type of vessels, maybe for teams for players that wouldn't necessarily get the look? I mean, I'm not saying it may be, but I mean, if you got some teams that come in there,
how do you mean? Do you mean that maybe somebody coming out of high school or somebody that they're trying to pull as a
transfer portal or something like that? You know what I mean? They maybe somebody stands out. I mean, I know they're getting the money, right? I know these smaller teams are getting the money to get their butt whooped, which kind of be great for morale. But at the same point, do you think those teams kind of playing these upper echelon, top tier teams, you think that may give them more exposure to move somewhere else? I mean, that may be a catch-22 for the teams, for the cupcake teams.
You know what? I want to say before the dawn of NIL and everybody having a camera and everybody that touches the field has now got film. I think before, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, not so much, because if let's just say Kirby was looking for somebody to replace the strong safety, right? If he doesn't have that strong safety on his roster, but he's looking because he knows he's losing a couple, he knows the coach's number, he knows where to find him, and he knows how to get his hands on the tape. All he's got to do is just a phone call or looking online. Going online and watching game film, because everybody's on TV now. So There's
Yeah.
that too. I mean, you're talking 15, 20 years ago, everybody wasn't, but now you got 32 ESPN channels, and Fox is now up to Fox Sport. I think they got a Fox Sports 3, plus Fox
ESPN
Telemundo.
3,
So
ESPN 2, 3, 4.
right.
The show.
So I don't think that, I don't think so much. No, I just think it's a let's line up a light one, and it gives us an opportunity to go through at full game speed without having to worry about guys getting hurt. But I mean, you don't get Sundays off like that. You don't get Sundays off like that in the NFL. Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays. So at this point, especially now, since you guys said you wanted to make the money and now you're making the money, put your pads on and go out there and man up. That's what
So you
got.
think essentially the plus for say the the Georgias and the Floridas and the other teams playing the cupcakes are the kind of the practice, quote unquote, practice full speed, and then the pluses for the other teams are the money, basically.
Pretty much,
but practice.
But me, as a looking at it from just a straight up and down, no filters, no flowers type deal. If I'm a fan, and tickets are not cheap to a Georgia game anyway.
No.
If I'm a fan, I don't want to pay $200, $300 to see you beat up on Marshall. I want to see you play Clemson. I want to see you play Florida. I want to see you play. I want to see you play Texas. I want to see guys go out there and knock heads. Georgia. I want to see Georgia football. I don't want to see you guys run over somebody. I mean, after a while, it gets boring. You just watch when I watch those games at home, and I watch all of the games so that we can come on and talk about it. When I'm watching the games at home, I get to a point where, like, by the third quarter, I'm just watching to see what the stat line looks like after that, or maybe something exciting, or Kirby takes his hat off and cusses, and they catch it in slow motion and they play it going in. They play it. I think there should be an over/under on that in Vegas, whether or not the camera catches Kirby cursing in slow motion on TV, because they manage to do it at least 2-3 times a season. My favorite one is Boom MFR. That's my favorite still to this day, and they caught that one in slow motion.
Boom
with the pelvic thrust, right?
Yeah.
So that's my coach, y'all. But yeah, I just don't see any benefit to it, and it's just, for me, it just seems kind of tired. And I can understand why the question is being said. I mean, especially, if it was at the point, if tickets were still at the point where I could show up with my family and pay in total for the whole family what it takes to get one ticket, and we go in and we enjoy a day of football, it might not bother me so much. But it's not like I'm getting on a plane and going to Athens to see a game anytime soon. But you get what I'm saying. If I lived in the area and I was close by, if the tickets weren't so expensive and everything wasn't such a, I'll say it, everything wasn't such a cash grab, I'd be cool. But hey, it is what it is.
Would it like catastrophically affect those cupcake teams not to play these bigger schools?
I don't know. I think with the whole revenue sharing plan coming into place, they're going to start getting some money too. So. Maybe not as big a share, because they might not play on ESPN on Fox, but they may play on Fox Sports 2 or something like that, because everybody plays now on TV. So
I forget about the money.
With the revenue share coming in, I think the schools would be okay. So having said that, that's that. Georgia takes on Marshall this coming Saturday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Central, and whatever time it is to the west of me, which is actually that away.
That's an hour.
Literally, actually, to the west of me is literally that way. So looking forward to that. Go Dogs and all that. We're going to take a real quick break, and when Collin and I come back, I got a little bit of a bombshell I want to drop on him real quick, see what he thinks about it. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we are back. Welcome back to This Week in UGA Football. Mr. Fingaz from the 405 here. Collin P from the DMV over there. We're talking Georgia football. We just, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the share button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you can get every single notification when we are on, when we post material. We also post little tidbits of other things during the course of the week. So we're not just the one trick pony, but definitely if you want that content, we've got it here for you. So Collin, I got a news alert right when I got home as I was pulling up in the driveway. I want to know what you think about this. So the biggest game on the marquee this weekend is without doubt the number 1 Texas Longhorns taking on the number 3 returning national champion Ohio State Buckeyes in Ohio in front of over 100,000 people screaming OH. Okay. What if I told you we might not get a chance to see that game this Saturday?
WTF, over. What?
So
what happened?
Those people that subscribe to YouTube TV, the game is being aired on Fox. Okay. And basically what happens is anybody that streams the content, well, at least with YouTube TV, I had to do a little bit of research about this. YouTube TV, or Google, which is YouTube's parent company, pays Fox a certain amount of carriage fee to carry their content. And that's not just sports. That's the news. That's the regular station that's got all the others, the regular television programming, anything that is Fox branded. Google pays Fox X number of dollars in order to carry that content. Fox is asking for more money.
Mm-hmm.
And if an agreement is not reached by Wednesday, Fox is threatening to pull all of their content off of the Google streaming platform that we know as YouTube TV. And YouTube TV is saying, well, if this does happen, you know what YouTube is going to give us if we don't get to see the game? A whole $10 coupon. A $10 rebate.
A $10 rebate.
So you mean to tell me? See, this is the thing about college football. I mean, okay, let me get your thoughts, because I don't want to wind up and then and just take over and hijack this segment. Anytime now, man.
You're talking about me? I thought you were going to go.
I wanted to know what your thoughts were.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick it over to me. Yeah, I mean that was a bombshell for sure. I didn't know that was going to happen. But I mean, they're kind of at a stalemate, is what you mean? I mean, it's like Fox wants money and YouTube saying go pound sand or whatever, and give everybody a $10 coupon for the game.
Well, the problem with it is that YouTube TV is really trying not to, because they're going to have to pass that cost along to their subscribers. My understanding that YouTube TV is what, $70-$80 a month or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I would give or take, yeah, probably.
It's like $70-$80 a month. And so what will wind up happening is if Fox wants more money, then who has to pay for that? Now, YouTube is not just going to swallow that cost. They're a corporation. That is not a cost-effective solution.
Yeah, I mean, the consumers are going to eat that for sure. They're going to have to, I mean, you Google or whoever the power to be is going to have to jump up. But at the same point, then they risk the potential loss of subscribers because of the price raise, you know. I mean, but yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how much they're paying now. I mean, wonder why.
I have no idea. I dug through the internet as far as I could dig, and everything that I ran up said.
I wonder why they wanted the more money though. I mean, like obviously everybody wants more money, but I mean, I wonder what.
Well, because I mean, college football has now become just as lucrative as pro ball. It used to be a time people just watch college ball for the sake of rooting for the love of their favorite college team. And we knew that the pros were making the money. I mean, the pros didn't used to make a lot of money at one point either. But now, I mean, you see how much money they offered your boy in Dallas that he said no to. So they're making big money, but everybody's making big money. You got 32 billionaires that have a guy that's supposed to be their boss, and they're really his boss. That's how much money they all making. They be like, "Yeah, we know you're the commissioner. Shut up and take this raise."
That's right.
So
I mean, I'll turn you loose, but I'm just saying I think that's garbage. I think anytime. I mean, the same thing with DirecTV. Like, I mean, we've had this happen with any kind of cable provider or any kind of television provider. Now it seems to be leaking over to the streaming platforms. And I mean that's garbage as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, it is money.
Dude, you tell them. Remember when Netflix was like $19 a month?
Yeah.
Remember that? I remember. Pepper's Farm remembers.
$9.99 a month. Remember when it first started?
Yeah. Well, hell, if you really want to take it all the way back, remember when it was only like $2 to rent a DVD and you could hold it for a month?
That was Netflix. That was the Netflix. Now you guys.
Yeah, but then when they started when you're right, when they started the streaming, it was like $10 a month. How much is Netflix now?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm paying for it, but I don't know.
So here's my thing, and they know that here's my thing. You've known that it was coming up. You knew that football was coming up. You know that football is the most popular sport in the United States, hands down. Yes, America does have an American pastime in baseball, but football, from television ratings and a revenue point of view, is the most popular sport, hands down. And you have decided to play your hand the week that football is supposed to start. And that ain't nothing but a money grab, man. Can't we just watch? That's what they do. No, can we just?
If you look at what happened in DirecTV and all those other Comcast, those other situations, they wait until right before a big game or a Super Bowl or something. I mean, I think some kind of situation happened with a Super Bowl one time. I think they were threatening to. I can't remember what it was. Maybe not Super Bowl, but it was a big game or something like that. But they always wait till that time to do it. To your point, and it is a money. Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah, and it's like, seriously, for those of y'all that are running these corporations, I know none of them are ever going to get to see it. Listen, most of us work jobs. And there's folks that can barely afford to pay for the services, but they want to be able to watch TV, have a little something to escape. You all know that this time of year, no matter what is going on in the world, no matter where we are, whether we on this side of the fence or that side of the fence or over here, or this was mad at that one and that was mad at this one, when football starts, we all have a big distraction. It gives us a huge distraction. You got the fantasy football that everybody's tracking. You got the podcasts are blowing up right now. All the podcasts that kind of went dormant, much like us, now they're all popping back up. They're popping again because they have all of this material to talk about. And it gives people something to do. People just want to watch football, man. Stop trying to jack everybody for a nickel. Why you jack? Yeah. Why you got a vault full? You got a vault full of paper money. You trying to jack somebody for a nickel? What the hell is that all about? Can we just please freaking watch football and y'all stay up out of the middle?
What happened to watching TV for free? You know what I'm saying? Now you got to pay for everything. Watching TV. You know what I mean? Like,
dude.
Even air,
cable TV. Cable TV was the beginning of the end of television as we know it. We didn't know at the time. And don't get me wrong, it's been great. There have been some marvelous programs, but once you started having to pay because remember, you could still get regular TV for free. You just had to pay for the extra stuff. Then it evolved into, well, now we doing away with it. It's only been 10 years. They did away with the free TV. Now you got to pay a provider to give the TV stations to you.
What kills me is you've got to pay for local channels.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Because remember, I'm saying like 10 years ago, they had the adapter box. You could buy the adapter box. I think that's gone bye-bye, my friend.
Oh yeah,
Now you got to pay for all of it.
Any cable provider, you have to get a package. What really ticked me off the other day is or not the other day, but you want a sports package. I want to watch the Braves. Now, when we were kids, it was always on TBS because Turner on the station, whatever, what have you. You never see them on TBS now, but I wanted to get maybe the Atlanta station. I wanted to get, maybe what was it, Bally Sports, I think is what they play on. You can't get Bally Sports. Like if you get if I'm up here, I can't get Bally Sports. I just want that channel. And then they was like, well, you want to get the sports package. And I said, okay, instead of asking that sports package that channel was included in that package, of course it wasn't. They sold me that package. I found out I couldn't even get it because where I was, because it was blacked out.
They blacked those games out. So now
one channel. I want to pay for one channel.
So now you got to turn around and buy the NFL network. And guess what? I think the NFL network is geographically blacked out too. It's just like there's some Sundays when the only two games on will be, the Buccaneers are playing the Seahawks out in Seattle, but the Falcons are playing against the Saints in New Orleans. Guess what game's going to be on? Tampa Bay. Why? Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that's very well true.
Before that, we were watching Cleveland Brown games because Baker Mayfield was playing. There were better games on TV, but we were having to watch. I mean, and I'm not knocking Baker Mayfield. Oklahomans, please. I don't think I'm trying to knock on Baker Mayfield. But what I am trying to say is that ain't no way in hell you could tell me you wanted to watch him that badly that you were watching a Cleveland Browns game when there was a way better game on television. And then, of course, if Dallas is on, then you can't see nothing else. Like I saw last year 2 Falcons games, and I think
think about how it was when you were here. Like I mean, we're too close to Philly, Pittsburgh, Washington.
Well, if you had the package, but if I wanted to see the Falcons play, I would have to go to a bar somewhere and have to switch it over, where they have like the pack. I'm
talking about regional coverage. I'm talking about regional coverage around here, but you never.
And dude, that's absolutely insane. There's no reason why. I mean, it's and the messed up part is there's nothing you or I can do about it but bitch, moan, and complain because we have zero power. We have zero power, zero decision-making ability in this situation. So, folks, I'm telling you, if you have YouTube TV, brace yourself that it might not be on. I doubt very seriously that either of these two will want to pass up the revenue that they would lose by not having the game. However, there's a possibility that it can happen. So guess what happens if that happens? Let's see what else is on Fox on Saturday.
You're saying Fox will pull it from their station? I mean, like, will we get to see it or just people on YouTube?
Fox will not. It won't be on. I mean, and it's not just the sports; it's all of their content. They'll pull it from YouTube. They won't. They won't allow them to carry it unless they get more money, and they have until 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday.
Do you imagine the power, the pull you have to tell somebody to do that? I want more money. I'm gonna pull my stuff. That's insane.
Yeah,
I not even care about the people. I mean, I not care.
And the messed up part about that is there's already enough money floating around Fox. You're talking about a company that I think is already 100 years old, if not already is close to it. We're talking 20th Century Fox. That Fox with the drum roll. That company. They got money. They got money. They don't need more money, but they're making a cash grab because now everybody else is making money. So now the schools are getting revenue shares, and you know what I'm saying? So now they want some money, and they want more money from YouTube because YouTube is, Google. Well, we ain't even gonna get into that, but we gonna get off of that. I think we could get off of that. The bottom line at the end of the day, it's not cool. Not a very cool move. Not a very cool move at all. I really legally can't say what I want to say, but when I saw that, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Folks have been sized up all day, so now you're gonna make people watch Syracuse and Tennessee and Mississippi State and Southern Miss and Toledo and Kentucky because you trying to get a couple more dollars, and if you they look, Fox straight pulling the Debo on YouTube TV, and look, Smokey, I'm gonna be back here at 10 o'clock, not 9:59, not 10:02.
No, it's not that big perm. It's more like big perm. You better have my money. You're playing with my emotions, Smokey.
Playing with my money's like playing with my emotions, Smokey.
There's principalities.
There's principalities involved in this.
Principalities
with a B. Oh my God, man! I don't even want to. You know what? I don't even know if I want to do the next segment after all of that. But we got one more. We got one more segment here. We're going to run through, and that is I really don't know what to say behind that. We got one more segment to run through after one more segment. You know what? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna find my vocabulary. Words are hard. I'm gonna find my vocabulary, and we'll be right back. Don't go far. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to This Week in UGA Football. Mr. Fingaz, the mumbling idiot, along with Collin P for the DMV. We appreciate y'all joining us. If you just tuning in, you missed, boy, man, I had a real bad Porky Pig moment. What we're going to do here in our next segment is we were going to get into some of the teams that are not in the preseason top 25 and see how we thought they were going to do. Collin, did you pull up any of those, sir?
Actually, I don't think.
Here's what we'll do. We'll make this easy. We will make this easy. We'll go with Vanderbilt. Pull up Vanderbilt. Pull up Florida. I got Auburn, and we'll talk about those. No disrespect. Pull up Florida and Vanderbilt, and I'll do Auburn and Mizzou, and then we'll just call it a day for that. Because honestly, I think that Arkansas needs some work. And Kentucky is a fish floundering in the water. And that's all I'm going to say about that. See? Decisions made very easy, very quickly.
There you go. Dude, I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't go through their schedule, did we?
No, we just did. What we did was we went through the teams that in the SEC that were ranked in the top 25 that were ranked in the top 25 preseason poll. If you haven't seen that segment, we are breaking that down team by team. We are reposting those videos team by team individually. Right now, I don't have it pulled up, but there should be 1, 2 teams up right now, and then the rest will pop up during the course of the week. Of course, culminating with Georgia on Friday. So the Georgia segment won't air until Friday morning. But if you want to check those out, you can go right to this very channel right here, and they'll be up. So you got them?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got it. All right, we going first, Florida or?
Let's start with Vandy. Let's start with the surprise bell of the ball and go with Vandy.
All right. Well, you got Pavea, right? And yeah, he's still in the mix. So see the house that Pavea built. All right, so we're gonna go first. We got Charleston Southern first. That's a win. This is gonna be a good one. Virginia. Do they usually play Virginia Tech? So they play Virginia Tech this year at Virginia Tech in Blacksburg. So I don't know about that one. You think Virginia Tech's
they beat them in overtime last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. South Carolina, that's a loss.
Now here is the kicker: they are playing in Blacksburg this year.
Right. Exactly. So that's what I was saying. I don't know whether that'd be a loss. I mean, it's kind of a toss up. I think. I don't know. Let's see. I'll say it's a win. I'll put it that way. It's a win. So
Hold on. I'm
win.
supposed to be. Hold on before you go any further, because I wanna mark these down. So you got Charleston Southern is a win.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's a win.
VT is a win.
South
Okay,
Kakalaki is a loss.
that's a loss. Okay,
Georgia State. That's a win.
okay.
Utah State. Oh man, these are tough. This one I would think win. Utah State's a win. Alabama loss.
Are they
LSU
play?
loss.
Yeah, they're playing in Bryant Denny.
Yeah. So Alabama, LSU loss. Missouri. That's a loss. Texas a loss. Auburn. Auburn. I don't know. Hang on. I would say upset. I think they're gonna beat Auburn.
Okay.
And what we got? Kentucky. They'll beat Kentucky. That's a win. And Tennessee is a loss.
I am going to go the opposite direction of you. I say
I think
they. I say they
beat
beat
Tennessee.
they beat LSU.
Mm-hmm.
I think they beat Missouri. They're gonna be playing at home. I think they beat Missouri. And other than that, I'm rocking with you. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got them at 6 and 6, I think. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. No, I take that back. 5, 6. Yeah,
6, 7.
you got them at 6 and 6.
That's not about right. There's potential, like I said.
I got them at 8 and 4. You got them at 6 and 6. I got them doing better this season than last. All right. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. We're gonna move on to the next team. I got the next one. Well, who did I say I was doing? Auburn and Missouri.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's start with the old Mizzou Tigers, coached by Eli Drinkwich. You gotta admit, he has done some good things with the program. I mean, they haven't been able to get over the hump, but they're still. I mean, they were a powerhouse before they came into the conference, and they came into conference kicking teeth. It's been a gradual decline, but they've had some really good. I mean, always a thorn in Georgia's side. Always
Absolutely. Always.
good,
Yeah.
bad, indifferent. Always a thorn in our side. We barely escaped Missouri with a win at last time. I swear to God, I'll never hear that trumpet music again. It'll be a great day.
Yeah.
That third down trumpet music.
Yeah.
So that's you. That's Collin. And this one is me. All right. We're picking Mizzou here. And
Yeah.
go Central Arkansas. That is a win.
Yep.
Giving them a W. Ooh, Kansas. I think that's a loss.
I would agree with it.
Louisiana. I think that's a win. Although they've been good, I think that's a win. Louisiana's been good. South Carolina, that is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Beamer ball is making a surge. UMass is a win. UMass is a win. Bama is a loss. Bama's a loss. They're going to beat Auburn. They are going to. Who did we say with Vandy? Vandy playing Mizzou. You said Mizzou was going to win. I said Vandy was going to win. So that is So I got to make sure I put that there. I'm putting the win and I'm putting the loss in parentheses for you because that's what you said they were going to do there. Texas A&M. I think Mizzou gets by. I think that's going to be one of Texas A&M's 4. I'd have to go back and
Yeah.
check what I said on it. I had to go back and check what I said in the other prediction because I think A&M is in the thing. But that's one of their 4. Why did I write down Mizzou? That should be Texas A&M. See, words are still hard, boys and girls. I got them at a win. Mississippi State, that's a win. Poor Miss. Oh wait, no, that's not Ole Miss. That's Mississippi State. Yeah, that's a win. Poor Mississippi State. They'll get it right sooner or later. OU. I don't remember what we said with Oklahoma. I think that's a loss. And versus Arkansas, I think that's a win. You got anything different?
No, I think I'm with you the whole except for that Vanderbilt.
So I got them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, I got Missouri winning 9 games. Wait, 1, 2. I got Missouri winning 9 games, bro.
What?
I somehow got Missouri winning 9 games. I got them going 9-3. You got them going. Since the only one you disagreed with was Mizzou, you got them going to 8-4. That's not half bad. That's not half bad.
Nah,
all right, we're gonna keep this thing moving on along. You are up next with those old Florida Gators.
Oh, them Gators. All right, so yeah, these are the big ones there. So Long Island, they're playing Long Island. I guess
That's a win.
That's a win. South Florida, that's a win.
Hold on, Long Island, you got to win. It's USF. You sure about that? Am I thinking about USF or UCF? USF or UCF?
SF, not Central Florida, South Florida.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, the Bulls are pretty decent though, man. I'm gonna give them a loss. Go ahead.
All right, are you gonna give them a loss? All right.
Yeah.
So LSU and Florida, I think LSU's gonna win. Them Hurricanes, I think let's say Florida's okay. LSU's a loss. Miami's a loss. Damn. I kind of halfway like doing it, but I don't like doing it. So Miami's a loss. Texas is a loss. A&M. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just going to go rapid fire. So
I'm giving them a win. I personally am going to give them a win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still back for a win. Mississippi State, win. Georgia loss. Kentucky, win. Ole Miss, loss. Tennessee, loss. Florida State, loss. So, I mean,
I'm giving them wins at Florida State. I'm going to give them a win against
Ole Miss.
I'm going to give them a win against Tennessee just because of the new quarterback factor. We don't know what Joey Aguilar is capable of yet. And then again, got to go back and see what my prediction video was, what we said in the prediction video before. But for the purposes of today, since we can change our minds from day to day the camera's over here. Oh my God. We can change our mind. I'm looking at this monitor like we can change our minds. They're like, who is he talking to? You're over here. We can change our minds when we feel like it.
Camera 2, camera 1.
I actually have a second camera, but it's so close up on me, man. Check this out. Watch this. Right. Watch this. It sits right up on me, man. It's almost like
It's like right there on your laptop.
It's like the Blair Witch Project, man.
I see it on your laptop. Yeah. Oh God. you see the like scary movie when they had
this woman, she killed Susan.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what I say about Florida is taking a lot into your account. You know, when we talk about language, you know, like
that is where the rubber meets the road. 1, 2.
If he's healthy, then there could be some different changes in my picks. But if he's, there's no doubt he could blow up.
You a little harsh on the Gators. You got them going 5-7.
Well, that's a little harsh on.
I gave them 6, 7, 8 wins. I got them going 8-4. I don't want to believe they'll go 8-4, but I got them 8-4. Yeah, when donkeys fly, and these kids don't know nothing
Bruce
about that right
Almighty.
there.
You get your sorry, make it fly in my butt. What's this?
Time for you to go back, little butt dwelling monkey.
But there it is. That's my man.
Let's see. We did that dude. That dude. Every movie he
He's in
plays a
every
guy.
movie.
He plays a guy named Hector. Every movie.
Yep, his name in every credit is Hector. Yep, everyone.
Vandy,
He was
Mizzou. We
in,
did Vandy and
he
Mizzou.
was in
We've done Vandy. We've done Mizzou.
Florida.
And Florida. All right. So that leaves Auburn, and that was mine. Let's see what we got here. Let's see how I think old Mr. Freeze is going to do. Sub Zito, now dead Zito. All right.
Please.
That's a reference to an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s, 90s called The Running Man, Boys and Girls, which was a story written by a man named Richard Bachman, who was a pen name for Stephen King. All right. Moving right on along. Same guy who wrote Life of Chuck, which I heard is a great movie, and The Long Walk, which is coming out soon with Mark Hamill, and we're not getting paid for either one of those plugs. So,
well, before you stop, I was doing a quote from Batman Return, whatever the Batman Return, whatever it was, Batman Robin, the one that had Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, which also had Arnold in it. It was a great movie. Well, it wasn't so great, but I was in it. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Get to the chopper now. Get down. Come on, kill me now. How? Okay.
It's not a tumor. Sorry.
Oh man, let's see. They're opening up against Baylor. That should be a win. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Ball State, that should be a win. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, but that could go either way. This is Hugh Freeze we're talking about. South Alabama. If they can't beat South Alabama, they need to go home. I'm giving them a win.
They got three off the jump. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm giving them 3 off the jump, but they're losing to the Sooners.
Yep, agree.
They're going to lose to Texas A&M.
Agree.
They're going to lose to Georgia.
Agree.
That will put them square at 3-3 and questioning whether or not Hugh Freeze is a good coach. I got to go back and look at my Missouri here, and I said Missouri was going to beat Auburn, so that's another loss. They're now 3-4. They're playing Arkansas. They're going to take out some frustrations on Arkansas. Not a whole lot. They're going to squeak by Arkansas. They're going to beat Kentucky. So they've managed to now go into 5-4. They play Vanderbilt. I think Diego Pavia in Vandy, and I think Diego Pavia is going to wait a minute. We had Vanderbilt. I think we had Vandy beating Auburn. We did. So they lose to Vandy. And then they close out the season with games against Mercer, which they should win. Games against Mercer, which they should win. And then the Iron Bowl. Oh, so tough to pick.
So tough to pick.
No, seriously, bro. It doesn't matter. There's something about, and they're playing in Auburn. There's something about it doesn't matter. I don't know what it is about the Iron Bowl. Auburn could be 0-11 and pull off the shocker win of the season against Alabama. It's almost like they save all of their sensu beans for when they go to the fight. That's an anime reference, boys and girls, for those of you not following. They save all of their sensu beans for when there's all the sensu beans, all the Pikachu, all the Kamehameha for when they get into the ring. Might as well be when they get out there and they play Bama. So and it's not we're not talking Nick Saban here. We're talking Kalen DeBoer, and I'm not knocking Kalen DeBoer, but Kalen DeBoer hasn't gotten there just yet. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Auburn gets the win to close out the season, and the shocker win in the Iron Bowl. So that's 4-7. Auburn manages to go 7-5. Is it enough to save the season of the coach? I don't know, but we shall see.
I'm going 8-4. I'm going Alabama, so Alabama's going to be Auburn. That's the only change I would make. That is the only change I would make for you.
So that would make them. Now that would even them out at 6-6.
Oh, really? I thought it was 8-4 or 7-6. 7.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you say they lose to Bama, that would put them at 6-6.
Okay. Yep. I said they lose to Bama.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it, boys and girls. I got Auburn going 7-5. Collin has them 6-6. Collin has the Gators going 8-4. I got them going.
No, I got them going 6-6. Or do 8-4?
Yeah. You had them at 8-4, and I said they were going to go 5-7.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. My bad.
I had Vandy at 6-6, I think, and you had them at 8-4.
Mm.
You had Missouri at 9-3. I had them at 8-4. So basically, we're just we got these teams all hovering around 8-4, 7-5, 6-6. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's about it. That's what we got there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's we have ripped through this one again. We only ran past the last show by 8 minutes, but we do appreciate you tuning in. Again, we want to thank you all for supporting this week in UGA football. Looking forward to the season, hoping against hope that Fox will just sit down and go, we just playing. We'll talk, but we're gonna talk after. We so what made you change your mind? Our financial analyst showed us how much money we stand to lose if we go through with this just on this one platform. So we're gonna let it slide this time. But next time, go ahead and start a savings account for next year is all I'm trying to say. But we appreciate you guys tuning in with us today. Collin, you got anything for the good of the crowd before we get out of here?
Not at all, brother, but I'm ready for this season to kick off. Like I said, kick the tires, light the fires, and let's go Dogs.
Yeah, 100%. I wonder. I'm trying to look and see if I still have that little thing down there. I wonder going into this season if there's some folks that say that Georgia has fallen off at all. I did manage to catch one guy from a Man on the Street interview, and he had this.
Ain't nobody worried about no Georgia.
So we shall see what we shall see. That's our guy. That's our guy, Funny Main. Looking forward to seeing him coming back. By the way, the content creators are going to be coming back in full force. Matt Mitchell dropped one today. It was absolutely hilarious. SEC Shorts will be back. And then there's some other ones that have joined the fray. We've got Annie Agar. There's Brand. I can't think of the guy's name. Is Brand. He does the one man content. And then of course Funny Main and the kid from Florida, whose name I can't think of right now. I'm so sorry, bro, but your stuff is hilarious. He's a Florida fan and a Dallas fan. And the guy that goes, I'm a grown man, that guy. So your content creators will be back with some of their best work. So keep your eyes peeled. That's another thing that I love about football season is the content creators are back. Yes. Anyway, you guys take care. You be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I have been Mr. Fingaz. That has been Collin P from the DMV. We will see you next Monday. And again, don't forget, we will have our SEC picks for those people that were in the top 25. We'll continue to drop this week, so keep your eyes peeled for those. But until next time, when you see us, hopefully we will be happy and yelling "Go Dogs." And that is what we will say when we sign off right now. From this camera to that camera. Hold on. Wait for it. I gotta give camera 3 some love. Camera 3. Are we on camera 3? To this camera right here. You guys have yourselves a great night.
Where's my camera 3?
We'll see you later. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.